Hello there. I'm excited to share with you one of my best strategies for figuring out what to do next when you want to do all the things. And this is especially for you if you consider yourself to be really ambitious and basically want to live your life your way and not have to sacrifice the things that matter to you most. Hi, if you're new to me, welcome. My name is Dr. Lizette, and I help super ambitious women like you rocket in their career while still having kids and a life and time for yourself. So, this is one of the things that most women come to me with. They're asking me, okay, I really want to advance in my career and I want to move up um, in the career ladder and take on leadership positions or take on more responsibilities because I'm kind of bored now, but I feel like I might have to sacrifice my family time or if I spend more time with my family, does that mean my career is going to suffer? This and that. And what about me? Like, I don't even have time for myself. I can barely keep up with the demands of my career and my family. So, I've got a solution for you, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So, first of all, what I want you to do is take a deep breath. All right. And then I want you to grab a sheet of paper. I want you to grab a sheet of paper and I want you to divide it into three columns. Column number one, you're going to put at the heading, my career. Column number two, write my family. And then column number three, write my life. All right. So what we're going to do here is take the three main components that are typically the most important to women, women, career moms. If there's something else there that you want to add, another column, like let's say spirituality or health, if you want to make that a single column, I tend to integrate that into my life column, but you can have a separate one if you've got a lot of things going on in that area that you really want to focus on. Okay, so now you've got your three columns. Now, I want you to go ahead and under each column, free write all the things that you want for each column, okay? So, my career, write down all the things that you want. Don't hold yourself back. Don't filter anything. Don't start thinking in your head, well, I can't have this because of that. Or, well, I have to do this first to be able to have that. Or, the timing's not right. Or, I have to go get training in this area. No, 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 no. None of that. Free write. Write down everything that you want in your career that you can think of. Okay? So, go grab a sheet of paper and do that. I already did mine and I'm going to share it with you in a minute, okay? So once you write down everything that you want without filtering yourself in your career, go on to the next column, the family column. Write down everything you want for your family. This includes your kids, your significant other, extended family member, whatever you want to go, whatever you want that goes in that category that you feel is something that you want that pertains to family life, okay? Got it? All right. And then I want you to go to last but not least, my life column. Okay. This is everything that you want for yourself. It's not attached to your career and it's not attached to your family. This is all about you. Okay. I know a lot of times we forget about ourselves, put ourselves last. Not here, not now. Go ahead and write down everything that you want for yourself. Got it? Okay. Now, I wrote mine down. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is pay attention to one column at a time. Okay, this one. All right, I'm going to pay attention to this column and I'm going to read each one of them. And I'm really not just going to read past through it, not just do it, but actually really think about it and feel into it. Okay. And really start to think, okay, is this something that I really want? Is this something that I really want right now? Is this something that I really want, but I have to have something else done instead beforehand? I want you to really sit with it for a second, okay? So, the first thing I wrote was write a book, all right? Next thing I wrote was start a new research project. Interview career moms to learn about the psychology of career moms. Publish an article in a scientific journal. Give a TEDx talk and present at an international conference. So I won't take up the time here, but what I would suggest that you do is read each one for a few seconds and just sit with it and feel into the significance, the desire that you have for each one of these things that you wrote down when you were free writing without thinking about it, okay? Do that for each column, all right? And then go back and I want you to rate them from 1 to 10 on level of current importance. Not tomorrow, not next year, not 5 years. Right now. Okay? So, I'll give you an example of what I put for family, how I rated those, okay? I want to put my kids in soccer practice. That's a 9. Piano lessons, that's an 8. Martial arts training, that's a 7. Take an international family vacation, I put 10. A weekend getaway with my husband, that's a 10 too. And then put my kids in private school, that's a 7. So my sense is you're going to have a lot of 10s maybe or 9s. Um, it's no surprise if you're an overachiever to want to have a lot of things right now, right? So if you happen to be like me and had a few that were tiebreakers, like look at the ones that were the highest ranked. In my instance, I have 2 10s, all right? So look at the ones that you rated the highest and just go ahead and circle them, all right? And I want you to take a look at them and ask yourself, okay, I rated these two as the most desirable right now. Which one do I have an inclination one way or the other as to which one I prefer to work on right now? Is there one that I could achieve faster than the other right now? Which one of those, if they're equally important and I equally want them right now and they're both equally achievable, which one would have a ripple effect into other things that I also want? So ask yourself these questions because the thing is, we want a lot of things for ourselves, for our family, for our career. And when your brain is bombarded with all these different things that you want, what ends up happening is you get overwhelmed and don't achieve anything. So when you write things down, it does wonders to your brain. It actually helps visualize it and you start to really hone in on what is it that you really want to do. And you start to ask yourself why. And then you can narrow down on what you want to focus on first. It doesn't mean that the other things you're not going to do them. It just means focus on what you can do right now because otherwise you're not going to get anything done at all. Okay? So in my case, I put international vacation and a weekend getaway with my husband as the top 2 tiebreakers. They were both 10s. So at this point, I'm going to go with a weekend getaway with my husband. Why? Because I do not want to take an international family vacation with 4-year-old twins and a 1-year-old. That sounds like a disaster for me right now. For you, it might not be. For you, it might be the most amazing thing. But for me, it's not going to happen right now. You have to weigh the pros and cons. Is this in alignment with what you want to go through, the stress level, if it's stressful for you, the happiness level? Is this what's going to give you the most happiness and fulfillment right now? What's most achievable for you right now? What's most doable, feasible? If you don't have enough vacation days, well, maybe this is not something you look at in the first place. Okay? I want to go into my life for a second and share with you what I put there because I think this is an area that a lot of times we neglect. And you know the old saying, when you're on a plane, you got to put your oxygen mask on first before you can put it on somebody else. Yeah, I know that's old. You get tired of hearing that, but it's really true. The thing is, you have to take care of yourself because if you don't, you're not going to have enough energy to take care of your kids. You're going to be grumpy at home and you're going to be unproductive at work. And the last thing I want to happen to you at work is that they give you the pink slip, basically, like escort you out of the building because your productivity has decreased substantially and you didn't even see it coming. Or maybe you get a warning, hopefully not like it ends up being something drastic like that, but I know that doing well in your work, it's personally meaningful for you and it's part of who you are. So I don't want that to suffer. I don't want you to go into your annual review and get what's it called? Blindsided because your unhappiness has caught up with you. So you got to take care of yourself. You got to make time for that. And I'm here to help you with that. But let me share with you what I put, okay? I'm more of an experience girl. I don't really like things. I like experiences. So this is what I put. Where I put weekly massage. I put personal trainer, quarterly getaway by myself where I get to just rejuvenate and plan, and then more sleep. And so as you can see, yeah, I really value self-care and all of these are 10s. So what's a girl to do when I want it all? But I can't have it all at the same time, at the same level, all the time. So I asked myself, which one would give me the most bang for my buck? And you know what I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with sleep. I'm going to go with sleep because I think that sleep will have the most return on my investment, so to speak. Because when I have more sleep, like I'm the type of person, I've tried to just sleep 6 hours, it doesn't help. I'm grumpy. Like I'd rather have sleep than chocolate. Chocolate, you guys, even Belgian chocolate truffles. I'm for real. Sleep is that important to me, and I realize that if I don't get enough sleep, I might as well not do anything at all because I'm so unproductive. It takes me like 3 times as much to get things done, and that makes me frustrated because I feel inadequate, and it makes me grumpy to be around. So you don't want that. Like sleepless and hangry, you don't want that. So I have to get more sleep because if I get more sleep, I will feel more rested. I will feel more productive. I will have more energy to go to the gym. I won't need to have as many massages. Right now, I would like them to be weekly. Right now, they're like every 3 weeks. Um, and so you see how that causes a ripple effect on all the other things? So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with more sleep. And now you got to be strategic about it. Okay, now that you've identified what are the things that you want to focus for right now, put everything else aside. It's not to say that you're going to neglect everything else. Everything else is important, and we'll get to that. But like I said, if you try to do all the things all at once, all to this level, it's not going to happen. Okay? It's just not going to happen. So this is my plan. All right. I'm all about keeping it simple and strategic. I like to kiss. Keep it simple and strategic. Get it? And so what I'm going to do now is if I know that I need 8 hours of sleep, and right now, how many hours of sleep am I getting? I'm getting about 6.5, 7-ish, depending on if my 1-year-old wakes up in the middle of the night. And depending on my 4-year-olds, if they give me a hard time at bedtime. They're either thirsty or they have to go pee or there's like the boogeyman under their bed. Like it's like all these excuses. Does that ever happen to you? Or is it just me? um, so what I can do is work backwards. If my day starts at, let's say, if my day starts at 8 a.m., meaning like I'm out the door to go do career stuff, and I have to be awake by 6 if I want to have my me time, because I need my me time, which includes journaling, meditation, and visualization. So I spend that time for myself. And so from 6 to 7 is me time. From 7 to 8, I'm getting everybody ready. And from 8, my nanny gets there and I head out the door. So if I'm going to be awake by 6, then that means I have to go to bed by 10. And for me to go to bed by 10, I know I have to read before I go to bed because that's just part of my me time. I have to have some me time in the beginning and at the end of the day. Otherwise, you don't want to be around me. Okay, then how long do I want to read? I want to read like 20 minutes. Like that's part of my routine. Okay, so then that means I should be in bed by 9:30, like in bed with my book, read for 20 minutes to 9:40, take 10 minutes. No, that's 9:50. I'm not good at math. That's why I'm a psychologist. So that's 9:50, and then it'll take me like 10 minutes to go to sleep. Bam, I'm done. 10 to 6. There we go. So that means I have to put my kids to bed earlier because right now it's like 8:45. So I have to put them in earlier. Okay, anyways, I'm getting too detailed into this, but you get the picture, All right. So keep it simple. You need to know how to kiss. Keep it simple and strategic. Figure out. Don't hold anything back. Write down everything that matters to you in the main areas of your life. For me, it's career, family, and my life. Myself. Not attached to my career, not attached to my family, not attached to my kids, not attached to my husband. Me. Okay? Because I'm just as important as my career and my kids. So are you. All right? Write it all down. Rank order from 1 to 10. Which ones, are most important. Spend a little bit of time reflecting on why you give that score. And then pick the top ones. If you have a tie, think about which one's your low-hanging fruit, which one's going to have a ripple effect on other areas of your life, which one can you do right now, which one's going to cause you the least stress, things like that, okay? And then create a strategic plan to make it happen, kind of like the example that I gave you. I hope this was helpful. Please feel free to reach out to me and let me know what you're going to be working on. What are your top 3 in each of these categories? And what's your plan to make it happen? All right, until next time, keep this in mind. It's good to have a great career. It's better to have a beautiful life. And it's best to have both. All right, talk to you then. Bye.